I'm Gabriel Morency for Sports Interaction. Are you ready for some football? Well, you better be, because the preseason is a great opportunity to make money. Yes, you can make money betting on National Football League, regular season, postseason, and even, all-star season, Pro Bowl football. But for those of you that have paid attention to the college football scene, you actually know how good or how bad a lot of these college players are who are going to be deciding these games in the third and fourth quarters. Now, for those of you that are betting on the totals of these games, it's ironic. Even though the starting quarterbacks and the starting offenses are getting playing time in the first quarters, you'll notice that the second halves of preseason games are when the craziness begins, because that's when you have your third and fourth and even fifth stringers that aren't going to be on the team when the season actually starts. Preseason's a great opportunity to make money if you're paying attention. If you pay attention, you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers and that great quarterback rotation that they have taking on the Washington Redskins. Now, these are crazy times that we're living in right now. The stock market keeps collapsing. People are rioting and burning cities down. And evidently, the insanity has seeped through to Rex Grossman and the Washington Redskins. Evidently, it's true. You're not really stupid until you get to Washington and live there for a while. So Rex Grossman says that the Washington Redskins are going to win the NFC East. Last week, we had Rob Ryan talking about how the Philadelphia Eagles haven't proved anything. The Philadelphia Eagles are the all-hype team. This is from the Dallas Cowboy coordinator. It's like Paris Hilton getting jealous and questioning Kim Kardashian's fame because she doesn't have any talent. Pay attention to what goes on behind the scenes. Read the local newspapers. You'll be able to get some great information as far as the quarterback rotations. It's all about the quarterback, people. And you got to accept the fact that in the fourth quarter, it's like a crap table. You're rolling the dice. Crazy things are going to happen. But if you do your research, I think you can make some money betting on the preseason. I like the Pittsburgh Steelers on Friday night. I also like the Atlanta Falcons on the money line to beat the Miami Dolphins. You know things are bad in Miami when Chad Henne is getting booed in practice. Now, let's take a look at the UFC. We got a great fight card on Sunday night. We got Chris Lytle and Dan Hardy. Dan Hardy's in a must-win situation here. Now, we're seeing a trend here. Fighters from England, fighters from Asia have a hard time when fighting American fighters in America. It's just, it is what it is. And if you took a bunch of American guys, and I know a lot of people are saying, hey, look, the Asian guys are never winning, the British guys that never win. Well, you take all these American guys and you make them fight overseas all the time, and you're going to see some strange things happening. So Dan Hardy decides to move to Las Vegas. All right, fair enough. Las Vegas, the mecca of mixed martial arts in the United States. Well, Dan Hardy, has the same sponsors and manager as Roy Nelson. So Dan Hardy is getting, quote unquote, in shape for Chris Lytle with Roy Nelson. Like, really? Isn't that like trying to get clean and sober by hanging out with Lindsay Lohan? Isn't that like getting ready for a marathon by training with Rosie O'Donnell? Like, really? What are you training, man? Pounding back, Whoppers at Burger King? And I like Dan Hardy. I think he's a good fighter. But Dan Hardy needs to knock Chris Lytle out. Chris Lytle doesn't get knocked out. Chris Lytle's coming off a loss, but he had a bad knee, and Brian Ebersol's a hell of a lot better fighter than people give him credit for. There's a ton of stuff going on. At this time of the year is when we start to forget about baseball, but I'm going to have my eye on the St. Louis Cardinals over the weekend. The Cardinals have getting roughed up by the Milwaukee Brewers this year, but the Cardinals have been successful against pretty much everybody else, and the Colorado Rockies are done. I look for the St. Louis Cardinals to have some success over the weekend. Now, there's a ton of stuff going on, but it doesn't mean that we're not doing our homework as far as the college football season is concerned. Man, there's a lot of games in week one, and we're going to be ready. But I just want to let you know that we've done our research. Our final papers are in. This is what we've got as far as the season win totals are concerned. And I love the fact that Sports Interaction allows allows you to parlay the season win totals. A lot of books that don't. Job well done by Sports Interaction. We put together a little NFL future parlay right now, and it pays about 10-1. We got the New Orleans Saints to go over 10 wins. We got the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to win like 9 football games this year. I think the 8 is a more than fair number. I like the Kansas City Chiefs to win over 8 football games this year. I like the Chicago Bears. Everyone's forgetting about the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears, 8.5. That's going to be one of my bigger plays of the year, and I can't believe that I'm putting money and my faith in Jay Cutler, but I think the Chicago Bears are actually going to be a hell of a lot better than the lines makers think they are, and I also like the Seattle Seahawks to win more than 6.5 games. You parlay those futures together, you've got yourself a 10-1 parlay. See, I've been doing my homework, people. I'm Gabriel Morency for Sports Interaction. Football's back. May the winners be yours.